Well, it's great to have the one and only Ken Warkentin joining us here on TAB TV for Meadowlands Harness Racing. And Ken, how are things going for you so far this year?
Terrifically well. We've been truly blessed by some great weather, and we're just launching into the championship meet. It's not quite summer yet, but it certainly feels like it today.
New Jersey Sire Stakes, a lot of the first legs kicking off on Sunday our time, but looking at race number 1, Pirouette Hanover looks like she'll take a lot of money.
Absolutely, yes. As you mentioned, the Sire Stakes season for New Jersey starts this weekend, Friday and Saturday night. And on Saturday in the first race, Pirouette Hanover, last year's Sweetheart champion, certainly well-rated on the lead last out, simply gunned down in that comeback attempt there. Ron Pierce did everything right, 27-2 home, and was outgunned by a pretty nice filly. And Pirouette Hanover, as a result, sort of stands out in this first race field over the 6 Air Guitar Hanover and the 1 Ideal in Vegas. I'll also use the 2 Rock Concert underneath. So if you're playing exactas and looking for, or exactors or whatever you call it in New Zealand, or down under, it's 4-6-1-2. So 4 over 6-1-2.
Okay, race number 1, the first leg of the Sire Stakes. Race number 2, a similar boat, and a rock and roll dance. Well, he's coming back from a very strong 2-year-old campaign.
Yes, how would you like a $3 daily double? A rock and roll dance here, a Governor's Cup champ from last year. Certainly a standout on the road to the Meadowlands pace, right behind Sweet Lou, I should say. I almost forgot him. He's racing at Pocono on Saturday night, as a matter of fact, in Pennsylvania Sire Stakes. But a rock and roll dance, we'll have our eyes on glued to him. 149 and 1 Metro elimination winner last year, and he appears poised for a big season off a pair of very sharp qualifiers in Indiana at a track called Hoosier Park for a trainer we don't know much about. Sam McKee was going to have him on as an in-house guest Saturday in the sulky at Jim Mullenix, and this is Yannick Gingras' big ticket here to the big dances this year. Rock and roll dance facing kind of not really comparable stock, maybe Sire Stakes stock here, 3 Ideal champ. I like the way he handled himself in series action at Pocono, the 2 All Steinem, and the 1 My Brother George, who was a Nitros winner here as a 2-year-old, added Lasix for his qualifiers, but they weren't that good. So I'm going to go 4 over 3-2-1.
That's a look at race number 2. Race number 3 for the non-win 4,000 in the last 5 starts, and these races, they look like they can be anyone's really, Ken.
Absolutely. It's the bottom of the bottom rung here. Non-winners 4,000 last 5, and you get a lot of class droppers and just a lot of underachievers, and it's a real camera-shy bunch here. I'm going to throw a dart and land on the 10, Finn Man. Finn Man shows a couple of quality recent miles against comparable stock at Pocono Downs. Ships in here. Maybe he'll like the mile track. It might suit him the way he likes to close. And he is dropping in class as well. As I mentioned, a lot of class droppers in this scenario here. The 4th, Thanks for Stopping. He got shuffled and locked into long, and he kicked home with plenty of pace last week. But guess what? He just doesn't like to win very often, and neither does the 6, Spectacular Man. He came to life, gutsy first over mile last out. 3, Success Rocks. He was driven like the favorite last out and faded to 5th. So I'll go 10 over 4, 6, 3 in race 3.